friends. Welcome to another edition of World Strongest Reviews, NFL edition, NFL playoffs, baby. Playoff predictions. Last week it was the wild card round. Not a real fun bunch of games. Most of them were slaughters. The only, kind of convincing game was the Giants-Packers that, up until the third quarter was a really close, really interesting game, or even during the third quarter. And then by the end, Aaron Rodgers just busted it open. Giants couldn't keep pace. They couldn't outscore the Packers. And, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers can tear through the Giants defense, look out. Look out. This isn't fun. There's going to be some really good games this week. But just, quickly recapping last week. Last week, 4-4. Not hard to do. Unless you saw an upset coming. I did not, and obviously I was right. The Texans handled the Raiders. The Steelers more than handled the Dolphins. The Seahawks handled the Lions, and the Packers, in the end, handled the Giants. Lopsided week. Get that out of the way. Get all these teams that weren't really playoff teams, but somehow made in the playoffs, like half of the AFC, and just get them out of there. Leave the good teams here. Sadly, that's still not true, actually. There's still one stinker of a game left, and we shall get to it. In fact, let's get to it right now. Okay, so this is Divisional Round weekend. Saturday, January 14th, we got Seahawks at Falcons. The Seahawks got a win. I'm a Seahawk fan. That was pretty cool. Got to see my boys win at home. All the fans were happy. And now we go to face the Falcons, who I don't think anyone wants to fucking face right now. They've blown their last few opponents apart in the regular season. They've been resting for a week. It don't look good. Based off how Seattle kind of got it together last week, I could see this maybe being a good game, maybe a bit close, maybe down to the wire. The only problem is, first Vic Beasley. And the other thing is the O-line definitely looked more competent this week, even though they needed like 2 tight ends and to help George Fant block fucking Ziggy Ansah, which is not a good sign. I think the real question is, can it travel? Like, it was good last week at home, but bad O-lines normally don't travel. And I think, unfortunately, this will be no different. I think the Falcons get the game. The Seahawks, unfortunately, for the second year in a row, are eliminated in the Divisional Round. Better luck next year, I suppose. Get that offensive line shored up, fellas. Stay healthy. That's what you say to everyone. But that should be a good game. I'm hoping it's a good. I hope the Falcons don't just rip the Seahawks apart, because they're angry about how the last one ended. They know they could have won. Could have. And I think they're really going to look to get back at us, Seahawks. So give that one to the Atlanta Falcons. All right, next we have the one really crap game. You know it. I know it. It's the Texans, the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots at 5:15 p.m. I apologize if I didn't mention the last game was at 1:35 p.m. West Coast. And yes, Texans at Patriots. So basically, I went over this a little while ago, a couple of videos ago. The Patriots have the easiest, in my opinion, the easiest regular and postseason schedule I have ever seen. I mean, their regular season, what good teams did they beat? The opener against Arizona was probably, I'd say, their biggest win. It was week 1. Maybe against the Ravens in week, what was that, 14 or 15. But still, the Baltimore Ravens aren't even a playoff team. So really, I can't really give them that. And the Arizona Cardinals aren't a playoff team. Seriously, what playoff teams have they faced? They took down the Steelers without Ben Roethlisberger. I don't count that. Show me another tough game. They've managed to beat the Dolphins, the Texans, the Bills, the Browns, the Bengals, the Bills again. Lost to the Seahawks, which is, if you're a Patriot fan, not a good sign for the Super Bowl when you lost at home to like the fourth best team in the NFC. But we'll see. Obviously. You beat the Niners. You beat the Jets, the Rams, the Broncos. I mean, their division, I would argue, is the worst in football, in the National Football League. And yes, I am including the AFC South. Minus the Patriots, there's not been a good team in that division in like 15 years. Like, since the Patriots took hold, no team there has, it's just failure. It's just bumbling idiots. You look at who owns, the owner of the Jets is a fucking moron, piece of shit. If you're a moron, you're not going to have a good team. Your team's going to suck. The Jets are fucking doomed until that owner gets out of there. Almost same with the Bills, too. Shit owner, stupid, horrible guy, and his team, what do you know, sucks ass. Because they don't have a winning mentality upstairs, and they ain't going to have one downstairs. And the Dolphins, it's like, it's like the Rams of the East Coast. A market worth that much money based on flashiness is never going to know real success because it takes grit and it takes toughness. That division sucks fucking ass. Seriously, like, look at what the Chiefs and the Broncos have to go through in that division. Look at what, the Panthers and Falcons, Seahawks, Cardinals, Packers, Lions, or Vikings, I guess, up in the NFC North. Every single division has some kind of, competition, except for maybe the AFC South. But then again, the Colts and Titans and Texans are all kind of right there. In the AFC East, there is the Patriots, and I'd have to tear up my floor to find these other teams. They're so fucking bad, and they never will be good. I don't know. When will one of these teams be able to wrestle this fucking division out of the Patriots' hands? At least another 5-6 years. At least. Bills, Jets, Dolphins. I'm sorry, guys, but maybe the Dolphins next year can kind of build on what they did this year, get it together. But do I see them dethroning the Patriots? No. Sorry, that's my rant. I'm so sick of the Patriots having such a fucking easy time, and then they get to the playoffs, and because of that, just baby cake regular season. Of course, they get the bye, and now they get the Texans. A team that does not deserve to be in the fucking playoffs. It don't. It's a mid-range, pretty good team, but in the NFC, forget about it. You ain't going nowhere. That's how I look at it. Like there are 3 good teams in the AFC. 3. Steelers, Chiefs, and guess what? Patriots. One of those other teams are going to knock the other one out. So now, as the Patriots, you have one real game to win. One. And then you're in the Super Bowl. Ridiculous. AFC, get it together. You're a shit fucking conference. You suck. Patriots are going to rip the Texans apart, absolutely destroy them. Come on. I'm calling that for the Patriots, obviously. All right. There's my rant. We move on to Sunday, January 15th. We got the Steelers at the Chiefs. This Sunday, these games, this might be the best Sunday in a while. Okay. Morning game. 10:05 a.m. West Coast time. Sorry, these games are so good. I'm gonna have to get drugged up in order to enjoy them even more. Not like I won't be on game day, but, Radio. So, first, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at that Kansas City Chiefs. Now, a lot of people said the Patriots were the best in the AFC. I kind of thought the Chiefs were by the end of the year. I kind of thought the Chiefs were looking like the best team in the AFC. But they got to play the Patriots, so you don't really know. Like I said, since Oakland they lost the divisional lead. Then the Chiefs went to the 2 seed, so now the 3 seed Steelers have to go to the Chiefs instead of the Chiefs this weekend beating the Texans and going to Foxborough to prove that immediately. Now they have to beat the Steelers first at home. It's going to be good. Look, the Chiefs definitely remember their last game with the Steelers, worst loss of the season. They're going to show up ready to fucking go. It's at Chiefs. Probably the loudest stadium in the AFC. Hardest to win at, maybe besides Mile High in Denver. Or, of course, New England. But that's not really because of the crowd in New England. The Chiefs had the week off. The Chiefs are looking electric. Big Ben is in a cast. They're going to be ready. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I thought they looked mean towards the end of the season. And the Steelers, not quite. They dominated the Dolphins, which was good. But that last win they got was like, they had to just tear it away from the Browns. So that wasn't exactly a good look. I just like the Chiefs on every side of the ball. They do just enough. Really fun team. But still, it's tough. But give me the Chiefs. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. Home teams all the way. Okay, next. 1:40 p.m. Gotta be it's hard, but this is the game of the week right here. We got the Green Bay Packers going to Dallas. Now, everyone remembers last time these two teams saw each other in playoffs. Fantastic game. It was in Green Bay, and Dallas just barely lost. Now, I don't like the Cowboys. Fucking no one likes the Cowboys except for the Cowboys fans. I thought Dez caught it. I thought that motherfucker caught the ball. I thought it was bullshit that they took that away from him. Yeah, that was my opinion. I thought the Cowboys should have won that game back in 2014, 15, whatever. Now it's revenge. Now it's revenge time. Yeah, they lost to the Eagles, but they had absolutely nothing to play for. No reason to win. They're resting Zeke. And now they're very rested. They're going to come to play. That O-line is taut and fierce, and it's going to be playing at home. And that makes it way more dangerous. The Packers did a really great job of fucking up that Giants run game. The Giants couldn't run the ball at all. But you know what? The Giants run game ain't the Cowboys run game. Because the Cowboys run game is fucking fierce. And the Packers are going to have to commit to stopping that. That leaves their decimated secondary, which I'm so surprised that New York couldn't get around. I mean, well, they did, and they dropped all the balls. So I guess there's that. But still, I mean, no one has been really able to take advantage, besides almost the Bears, of this really weak Packers secondary. I think the Cowboys are smart enough to do it. I think the Cowboys' weapons are good enough to do it. I mean, Beasley, Bryant, and Witten? Ugh, no thank you. I don't want to face those guys. I think this is going to be an absolutely fucking fantastic game. Basically, I think it's going to be a shootout. Will the Cowboys be able to keep up with the Packers? And offensively, besides, I mean, all three of these NFC teams, the Falcons, Packers, and Cowboys, I don't know how anyone's gonna outscore these guys. Making for some great fucking playoff games. I think this game is gonna be so good. I'm so excited. This last week, you can kind of throw those games in the fucking trash and look forward to this Sunday. Cause look out, I'm calling it for the Cowboys. I might actually kind of root for the Cowboys because I'm so sick of seeing Aaron Rodgers win. And just like, it just maddens me. It maddens me how much, like, when you watch him have just like 7 seconds to throw the fucking ball. It's like, good God. It's like, not only does, is he that good of a quarterback, he's working with, I think, I think that is the best pass protection offensive line. I think the Cowboys definitely have a great offensive line. But I think that's better for the rush. I think as far as pass protection, the Packers can't be beat. Aaron Rodgers, he just looks like he's never in trouble. He got sacked a couple times, but overall, I didn't really get the sense in that game that, like, whereas when I watch a Seahawks game, it's like Russell Wilson never has more than 2 seconds to throw the ball. It's just, he gets it, and the guys are just coming. Whereas the Packers, it's like, yeah, he might get sacked sometimes, but overall, he's got like 4 to 5 seconds to fucking work. Which is infuriating as a team that, always has to play the Packers. But give me the Cowboys. I don't know. I've seen people call, I could see going to the Packers, but I could see a lot of these games going besides one of them. Saturday. I don't really see the Seahawks beating the Falcons. I don't know. That would be a crazy upset if the Seahawks beat the Falcons. Texas beating the Patriots, not possible. But Sunday, who knows what way these games are going to be against great teams. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. So excited. All right, so those are the picks. Morgan Hickman, World's Strongest Reviews. Subscribe and like and comments. Love those. All right, until next time, friends.